So we're here in New York celebrating the release of your debut EP.
Right.
How does it feel now that it's finally out?
It feels really good. The media response we've been getting has been like completely positive, so we're really excited about like our foundation, which is this project, and now we're just trying to figure out which direction we want to take it as far as building on top of this. So it feels amazing.
So what is the most important part of this release for you? Like it's your debut, but like what does it mean?
Well, it means like I said, I've been working for a long time. Before this, I was in a band.
Okay.
And, yeah, so this is like my first solo project, my first solo proposal, especially my first proposal in Spanish, which is like diving back into my roots. And it was important for me. I wanted to keep it balanced, like a little bit of reggaeton, a little bit of dancehall, a little bit of hip hop, and a little bit of other Latin elements, you know, thrown into the project. So that was the most important thing for me, just to show like how diverse my musical background is.
So the whole EP is like a huge summer vibe.
Right.
What was the driving force behind your writing?
Right. Well, the initial concept was this interview that I saw at Del Calderon, which he was referring to his dad, telling him like first you make him dance, and then after you get him to dance, then you make him listen, and or scream as loud as you want so they can listen. So my whole concept for this was I wanted it to be out on the first day of summer here in the States, but we missed that deadline. We were going back and forth with a few indie labels, but we couldn't figure it out. So we just put it out on our own on August 2nd. So it was definitely a summer project, and I wanted it to be a statement, and I think we have made that statement.
I think so. So you also recently released the music video for Activo,
Right.
which is fire.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can you talk a little about how that song came together, and
Right.
the video and everything?
Okay, well, the producer for Activo is Josiah Jari. He's based out of LA. He's of Trinidadian background. So he also produced Agua. So we have like over 50 songs, like pretty much like that we have been holding on to. So we have a pretty good. He's probably the one producer I've been working with the most. I went to LA, and after Agua, that was like literally right after we released Agua. We were really excited about the release. Noisy had just put Agua out on Riobamba's label Apocalypsis, and we were really excited. We just got in the studio and we recorded that song in like no more than 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. So when the vibe
Sometimes those are the best songs.
Right. Just like in the vibe, and I knew I wanted something different, but at the same time like catchy, party-ish, and so I just wanted to use the word activo. I'm like, I want to use the word activo. So it just came about literally in 10 minutes. But then fast forward, we shot the video in Panama with Karma, who also did Agua.
Okay.
And then our editor of the video, which was Karma, and an Atlanta-based artist as well. Her name is Josephine Figueroa, and she edited some parts of different parties that we attend here, well, in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
So we blended, you know, brought that party element back to Atlanta.
I like that it's all like at night too.
Right. But we shot that in San Miguelito, Panama, which is like my hometown.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. It's always fun to
And
go
my
back.
cousins are in it, so
Oh.
I'm like, yeah. It's
That makes it even better.
Right. It's always amazing to me to like go back and shoot these videos in Panama, because I wanted to serve as a foundation, and again I get to have my family in it. Especially being so versed in both cultures, the American culture and the Latin culture. I think that reflects in my music a lot.
Yeah.
Because I'm able to understand like the main influences in the American culture musically, and I'm able to understand the main influences also in the Latin community as well.
Yeah, so and you're based in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
So the EP, I mean, like you could definitely hear that influence and the Southern trap and everything.
Yeah.
What have you learned from being in that Atlanta music scene?
Oh man, Atlanta, I was there, I got to Atlanta in the beginning of, in 03, and it was like when Ti was like blowing up, early Ti, and then it was like Ti had just gotten out of prison,
Okay.
so
Yeah,
he
that's right.
had just dropped the mixtape with DJ Drama, and it was like flooding the streets, but it was also the beginning of Gucci Mane and Young Jeezy. So I was there to experience that whole musical movement, which was like something I've never really like witnessed in my life, and it definitely marked me as an artist. And of course, after that, I went back and did my research, and of course, you can't deny the influence of Outkast in Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but we're deep in the culture, and again, seeing artists later like Future and Migos and Young Thug just do some amazing things within I would just say within the genre in general, not even just trap music, but Atlanta has changed hip hop music and which has influenced the rest of the world. So being there and seeing that from its beginning stages is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So being bilingual,
Yeah.
you got the bicultural thing going. How have you found your place there?
I think the Latin music scene definitely needs more color. I think there's a lot of artists that are very talented, but they just don't get enough exposure because of different,
Yeah.
because of differences
I know.
within the community. But there's a lot of talent, and I think I'm just here to add more color to it, demand more color, especially being Panamanian and being from the place that some of its main origins can be found, and I think we have a good chance of changing the music scene, especially in the Latin community. There's nothing like us. Again, I understand both cultures.
Yeah.
And I can make music in English too.
Going back to Panama, I love that you're really bringing the urban back to its roots there,
Right.
and now you're seeing artists like Setch,
Amazing.
right?
Yeah.
And now you are coming up now. What does that mean for you to be part of that movement to help bring this back?
It feels amazing. Again, I think it's been something that should have never went away. I think Panama should have always kept its place because the talent has always been there. But I'm really humbled to even be in the mix of some amazing artists that are based out of Panama, and not just performers, but also producers that deserve enough of the shine and other creatives, videographers, and stuff like that are coming out of Panama. There's a lot of talent, and I'm just extremely humbled to be part of it all. And that's why it's so important for me to go back and collaborate with a lot of these artists.
How do you hope the Latin urban scene grows or shifts over the next few years? You want to just
Yeah, I think it's already changing, and I think we're seeing that with Sesh. I think it's coming down to just pure talent. Can you actually perform? Can you sing? Can you execute when it comes to this music thing? And I'm also loving the unity that we're finding within the Latin community when it comes to just pushing real talent. And it's amazing because it's taken us a long time to break those country barriers where it's like, I'm gonna stick only by my Dominican artists or by my Puerto Rican artists or by et cetera, et cetera. And I think Sesh is helping a lot with that. I think what Maluma and J Balvin did in Colombia is also amazing. I think what they're doing in Spain is amazing. Setangana and Rosalia and all those amazing artists over there. And again, the rest of Latin America and Chile, there's enough strong movements that are going on in a lot of these countries, and it's just like it's just a matter of just the music, and we're gonna continue to merge those, to connect those dots, and again, I'm just excited to be part of it all because I feel like our musical proposal is unique, and we can connect those. We can be the artists that connect those dots between Latin America and the rest of America, like African, like the African Americans, Latin Americans, the Caribbeans, and also back in Africa. I think we could sit at the table with all of them and understand what's going on. Artists like Cardi B, they're amazing for our culture because they've been able to break those barriers, and of course everybody that came before her, but I'm just excited to see where this is gonna go, and how some of these careers for these other Latinx artists are gonna develop. Yeah.
So what can we look forward to next from you?
Okay, so next we have, again, I have a lot of music. I have like over 400 songs, like, yeah. So in English and Spanish, like a lot of hip hop, a lot of dancehall, a lot of reggaeton, a lot of Afrobeat in English and Spanish. So I know for sure I have a project that's like 85% done that I really feel like it's gonna be the next project, and it's with this with a producer in Switzerland. His name is Bonifly. He produced the first record of the project, Me Toca A Mí, and he's of Guatemalan, Guatemalteco. So he has an interesting musical proposal that we just connected, but so we're hoping to drop that in November. I also have an English project that I'm trying to figure out how to release it. Again, we're fully independent right now, so it's like just figuring out different partners that we can team up with in order to release the music, or at least give it a fair shot. Me Toca A Mí was completely released by us, independent, just, and all the media like that we've gotten up to this point has really been like organic and genuine.
Oh, nice. I saw you in Rolling Stone.
Right. So Rolling
amazing.
Stone premiere, Activo, and Remezcla premiere, the whole project. So I'm just humbled by all the support from the media. Like, it normally doesn't happen like this so early on, and it's just like, they get it, man. They really get it, and I'm just excited to see what else we can do. But I have the project with Bonifly, I have an English project, and of course I would like to put out another project either early in the year, like maybe the first month. But hopefully we have a better rollout situation than what we have from Me Toca A Mí. So that's the MNG for the amazing interview. I'm extremely excited to see how we both grow together, and I'm just humbled by all the love and the support. Thank you so much, MNG. Esta es la empieza, no me queda punto. Yeah.